Most of the orc slaves in human society were destined for the Colosseum. The Rock, unfortunately, was one of them. But in the Colosseum, he developed extraordinary combat skills, coupled with a mighty strength and an explosive power. When the undead came, he broke free while the human world crumbled. In order to survive, he sided with the humans and fought by their side. Life in the realm of humans did not civilize him. His nature kept him savage and full of fury. His mighty strength allows him to bulldoze enemies around him. When he gets angry, his explosive power reaches a peak that his enemies find impossible to thwart. His roar also drains the courage from his enemies. They pay dearly for those few seconds of hesitation. Despite their numbers, the Rock's foes still find it impossible to rein him in. Among the Undead Legion, there is an archer, Vilsack, afflicted with painful memories of his past. He chose to fight alongside the humans. As the best hunter among the elves, he is an expert archer and an unrivaled tracker. In the fight against evil, he provides ranged support for his allies. Vilsack applies his hunting methods and expertise to battle the Undead Legion. He can set traps which catch the enemy off guard. Some special traps inflict permanent and often fatal damage. This adept arbalist deprives his foes of any hopes of survival. Though his enemies hide at a distance, their proximity alone cannot provide full safety. If an enemy starts to close in, they may find themselves riddled with arrows. This powerful elf plays an integral role in the human army. Alina, the 17-year-old high priestess, was sent to Guthvit Magic Institute at an early age. In the devout church, she learned from the best instructors and honed her skills in controlling frost. With the city under siege, her frost magic aided its human residents battling the undead. It was an experience that honed her abilities and solidified her allegiance with the humans. After a period of study, Alina became the youngest ice mage of Guthvit. She conjures ice crystals and frost, destroying them at will, making it hard for the undead to resist her power. Even at distance, they cannot escape the wrath of her ice beam. In addition to her combat magic, Ice Blink can protect her from the undead. Giant ice statues can block any path, thwarting the undead's advance. This arsenal of magic makes it easy for Alina to corral the Undead Legion. Though Isadora was Alina's contemporary, they could not have been more different. In Guthvit, she banished her childhood memories and devoted herself to the study of soul spells. Her level of mastery was so complete, she effortlessly extracts soul residuals from the dead. She uses this power to form her own puppets in the fight against the undead. From the battlefield's dead, Isadora extracts souls from the surrounding carnage, the bowmen being the most common, and the giants being the greatest assets on the field of battle. Beyond soul extraction, she can use soul spells to quickly gather nearby residuals to fight against the undead. These soul residuals siphon the enemy's power, which can then be wielded against them. By changing these powers, she can obtain a special fireball to cleanse the surrounding filth. In the face of disaster, humans are never wanting for brave warriors because of men like Bison Arlen. This seasoned general is the commander of the Oracle Guardians. During his decades in the Force, he gained proficiency in both fighting and forms of healing. He also learned thunder magic from his mentor Vanir. This allows him to wield both melee attack and the power of thunder in fights against his enemies. As a commander, Bison is adept at inspiring his soldiers and companions to fight with courage and vigor. His abilities have been on full display in the fight against the Undead Legion. But he is more than just the commander. His manipulation of thunder magic makes his presence even more invaluable. His expertise in magic allows him to leap fearlessly to the center of the battlefield, clapping his enemies with thunder and incinerating them to dust, beyond any help of resurrection.